we all need to help each other out at this time. Everybody in this state is a bit anxious, a bit worried at this stage. And it's right. People are right to be worried because there is, a cause for concern. But I'm saying to people, we have to work together. It's a very, very difficult situation. It's one of the situations we've never found ourselves before in this state, to be facing this virus and, the closure of many, many businesses and, many people losing their job and many people out of work. And it is difficult. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult to wonder, going to bed and you wonder where the next bill is going to come and, not be able to pay for it. It is difficult. And it's especially difficult if you own a business, you have to pay staff. And I understand completely. But I'm saying to people, don't worry about anything. Because, worrying at the end of the day, it doesn't achieve anything. And this is somebody that's speaking, has hundreds, loads of experience. It doesn't achieve really anything. Like, you could think about everything under the sun that could happen. And you never think of any of the positive things that could happen. Like, the virus could be gone tomorrow. I'm every day I go to bed, I'm always hopeful that, the virus could be gone. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm saying tomorrow morning I might wake up and they might have a cure. Which is true, they could have a cure in the morning. And you have to take that way. You have to always be taking positive. Always be taking positive, In the worst possible scenario, when any worst possible scenario, whatever, instance you have in life that you feel a bit upset, a bit depressed, always think of the most positive. Always think of, you can think of the negatives, then think of the positives. Because usually the positives outweigh the negatives. In this case, loads of people are worried. And let's take, for example, you're worried, say you're worried about your friend and he lives in Italy. Let's take that for example. Think of the positives. Think of the people in Italy. You see these people on the internet in Italy, the police in Italy and everything, that's in all the streets. Think of the positives, that they're showing very strongness, they're showing strength at this time. That's a positive, that's a huge positive, that they're not broken. And that they're willing, they're continuing to fight this virus. And that, they're not going to be defeated by this virus. That's a very huge positive. And then you look at the death toll and you look at how many people's infected. That's a negative. But the positive thing is people haven't lost hope. And that's the biggest positive that you could take out of it. The people are still determined to fight this. And it might not seem like much, but still, determination is something that everybody needs now. And everybody needs to help each other out. We all need to give each other a little lift up at this moment in time. In this country and around the world too. We all need to help each other out. And I'm saying to people, if you don't feel okay, text your best friend, text your girlfriend, text your boyfriend. Talk to people. It's okay to talk. Everybody has to help each other out. We all have to talk to each other and to get along with each other. We have to help each other out at this time. And your friends are there for you. Like, I know, for example, my friends are amazing people, great people, stood by me along, all the time. They're always there for me and I'm always there for them. It's the same, that's the way friends work, they're always there for you. So, if you don't feel okay, like so sad and other services that provide mental health help and call lines, obviously overwhelmed at the moment in time. But I'm saying to people, don't be afraid to ring, your friend and say, look, I'm a bit worried. And your friend will probably say the same, I'm a bit worried too. And that's why interest, you're able to find common ground. Because many people, I met, I've been talking to, feel like they're the only one that's worrying about this virus and are the only one that's a bit concerned about it. And everybody in this island is very concerned about it. Like people do, the human mind thinks that they're the only person that worries about it. That's the way the human mind really thinks. And again, it looks like the human mind is really trained to look at the worst possible scenario and the worst negative, I suppose, instead of thinking of the positive. But if we can get a positive, like in the worst possible situation, there's always a positive. There's some kind of small positive to take out of it. And I'm saying to people, basically, help each other out, help your friends out, help your family out if they're feeling a bit down, or feeling a bit upset, depressed. Because we're all here for each other. We're all in the same boat. We all have the same boat, and we're still sailing down the road. Sailing down the river, may I say, not the road. If we're sailing down the road, there'd be something wrong with us, definitely. But maybe we took a few whiskies at the pub, but anyway. But yeah, we're all in the boat. We're all in the same ship together. That's what I'm trying to say. We're all in the same situation. We all stand united. We all stand against one common enemy, which is this virus. And we all fight it together. We all work together to fight it. And so I'm saying to people, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Don't be afraid. People sometimes are afraid, like myself, for so long. I can't tell you. I felt like an idiot. Talking about my problems, talking about, things that were annoying me and things that were upsetting me. And getting it out of your chest and getting it out of your system is a brilliant feeling. It's like you couldn't buy it. You couldn't buy it, because it's a weight off your chest. And it does help. It really, really does help. And believe me, that's something that's I know for a fact. It really does help. And you don't need to go to college for this, but it really does help. Like, honest to God, it does help. Like, even talking to somebody about it. Like, as I said, and many people do know I do have a personal problem. I have talked about it lots with psychologists and everything like that. And it does help. It does help instead of bottling it up inside you. Because eventually, if you keep bottling it up and bottling it up, you're not going to make yourself any well. And it's only going to take an effect on your body and in your system. Stress is a huge thing. Stress, if it's not checked, can lead to heart problems and things like that. So it's always better to talk about these things. And you're never stupid. Don't feel stupid talking about things. Because we're human beings, we have to talk about things. If we didn't talk, we would have a very boring life. I'm sure people would agree with me on that. But talk. That's the word we need to use now. We need to talk to people. Even ring them up on WhatsApp or Snapchat or whatever. I'm not down with the kids. I don't know. Snap them, whatever you want. Say how is she going. Do them things. Them small things. You don't have to go to the person's house office and be like, Jimmy, get the fuck out, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy wouldn't come out, but he's a bit of a lazy cunt. No, sorry for the language there. But yes, just take care of each other. Friends help your friends. Boyfriends help girlfriends, or whatever. Boyfriends help boyfriends, or whatever you may be. Whatever may float your boat. I suppose float your boat. I never said fly your boat there for a second. I was like I might be on some magic mushrooms. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. But just please take on what I said, and don't be afraid to talk. Nobody should be afraid to talk. Because we're human beings, we have to talk about our problems to find a solution. And the problem talked about is a problem halved. And 2 brains are better than 1. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.